Today's structure is how my desi brain would solve the problem, and how my engineering brain would solve the problem, and how the problem should be solved according to the book Whole Brain Child. My son plays games all day long, and my daughter sits on the internet all day long. What should I do? He's sitting day and night on computer playing games. Sometimes I think he's become a decoration piece. I've told him so many times. He doesn't listen. He doesn't listen. आजकल की जनरेशन ना बस ढीठ है. हम लोग तो ऐसे नहीं थे. How many times I've told you not to put your pictures on TV, not TV, internet, or whatever it is you use. Protect yourself, okay? What? Are you going out? And take your hijab with you. I don't want people to complain to me about you. और बाद में रिश्ते भी कोई नहीं आने. क्या करूँगी तुम्हारा? Yeah, that's how my desi brain would solve the problem. Now, how would my engineering brain solve this problem? Well, let's think. The solution is simple. We have to take away the source. Yes. Just like if I want to build a road through mountains, what would I do? I would let the mountain explode and clean up the mess and build the shortest, fastest, and the most beautiful road. Or for example, if I have this radioactive element in a power plant, I would naturally take it out because it's dangerous. And if that is not possible, I have to protect the people around it. So I will build a thick, massive wall of concrete so that the radiations cannot go through. I will apply the same technique to my kids. That's simple. I take away the gaming stations and I take away their phones. Well, bang, problem solved. And the emotions? Well, they go cry to their room till it's over and we can get back to our normal life. How does that sound? I'm a genius, right? What? After 2 days, he's still crying? Well, I found the solution. The road I built for him is just clean and shiny and fast. What's the problem? They're just ungrateful. Now, how would I solve the problem using my whole brain?
What to do when your kids play games all day long or they sit on social media all day long? The feeling that you get then is that you have lost somehow the connection between you and your child, and that's so disappointing. And you feel like, what is there that I can do? They just don't want to listen to us. They just don't stop doing that, although I have asked them so many times. Well, I think that there are a couple of steps that we can do as a parent to find a way to redirect them. So first of all, we need to connect with our children. Since there is this age gap between us and our children, the connection is just doesn't happen automatically. Our brains work differently. We are adults, they are children. So we need to find a way to connect with them. Now, how can we connect with them? First of all, we need to talk with them, not talk to them, but we need to talk with them and listen to them. Listen. Just only listen and ask questions. Like, instead of asking, why are you playing again? I've told you so many times you shouldn't play. Maybe try asking, I was wondering what it is that you like so much about gaming. Can you tell me? Maybe I would start also. And next question could be, with whom do you play and which games do you play? Can we play together? Can you teach me how to play? By asking these open questions, they will give you answers, and this will be your opportunity to connect with them. And in the best case, you can play with them and just play with them. If you think they have fallen into a hole of this gaming, just follow them and fall with them in their world and explore that world. And once you are in there, the next step that you can do is define your problem. Once you have all the knowledge and you have been there and you have been listening very carefully, you can define the problem. And then you can ask yourself, is your child really addicted to gaming, social media, or is it you as a parent that you are annoyed with this attitude? Are your child's grades not good anymore? Are they not good anymore in sports? Or is it because you feel left out and you feel like your kids have abandoned you after all the years you have nurtured them? Define the problem, whatever the problem is, and if it helps, write it down. Now the next step is share your feelings with them. Now that you know what the problem is and why that a problem is, share your concerns and feelings with your child and ask him or her how he thinks about it. If you as a parent get to this step, congratulate yourself, because I know some parents will never do that. And if you do that, don't expect your child to answer immediately, because he won't. Tell your kids that you have thought about it for a while and that he can also have his time now, and that you expect him to answer in a constructive way with argumentations. Now, once you know what is going on in your child's thinking, you can redirect. Now, how do you redirect your child? Ask them what it is that makes them play the game. Probably your child is starting to play because he can escape the reality, and it is up to us as parents to find out what it is that the child is running from. Are there fights in the house? Is the environment tense? Do they not feel heard? Are their feelings and wishes taken into account? Do you have a controlled democracy at your house, or is it straight away dictatorship? Actually, the parent should ask these questions to their child and be open to receive any answer from them. For example, if the environment is stressful, then you have to eliminate the stress and replace it with something else. Or the kids don't find the time to relax themselves and be themselves, give them this space in the house. Allow their friends to come over and let them go to their friends and let them be what they are, what personality they have. Maybe as a parent it is sometimes weird to see how the new generation is, but that does not mean that they are wrong. They are different. We are different from our parents, and our parents were different definitely from their parents. So let's embrace the difference and jump into their world, and then once you are in there with them, you can pull them out and find a way to get them out. You as a parent, we as a parent have this responsibility. So once you have redirected them, give them responsibility. Are your kids above 16 and addicted to gaming or social media? Give them responsibility. Like, tell them from now on they will be responsible in buying the weekly shopping. Yes, that extreme. And if they don't go for shopping, hold them accountable. Like, if something is not at home and you told them to buy it and they did not buy it, bad luck, I guess. So be it. The whole family will spend a week without that thing, and that's how you make your child responsible. Or for example, you tell them 2 to 3 times a week they can choose whatever they want to eat, and they cook it. And if they don't cook it, well, everyone stays hungry. You as a mother or father are not going to cook. Or maybe you will drink milk with dates. Just saying anything. Just give them responsibility and hold them accountable. If they know that they are not going to have anything for dinner, they will turn off their phones and the TVs. What responsibilities do you give to your child? Let me know in the comments. And the next question would be, how long will it take? Well, has your child been playing for like more than 2 years?
Well, assume that it will take at least 2 years of your daily effort before he or she can get out of it. It took them time to get in it, and it will take them time to get it out. Keep trying and keep praying. If your intentions are pure, and if you give true love to your children, and you keep their life fun, easy and simple, inshallah, Allah will solve your problems. And for those of you who have come this far in the video, I would like to share some personal information about myself. I grew up in a Pakistani household. My first reaction to most of the things are from my emotional brain. So I did engineering in nuclear techniques and radiation protection long time ago. During that period, I learned to use my logical brain, which developed into my engineering brain. And the reality is that every time I used to use my logical brain in practical life, it solves problems. It does. And that's what I do. And people would call it, oh, she can think very nice and she's doing great work. She's smart, she's intelligent. So in practical life, I suppress my emotional brain. Just like we are told to suppress our anger when we were younger. But when I had my kids, none of the both approaches worked. If I deal with my child with only emotional brain, it does not work. Just as in the example earlier, it does not work. And if I only use my logical brain, it does not work either. So when I had two toddlers running around in the house, both of them who are too young to understand what is happening around them, I felt stuck. I felt like I was not capable in teaching them how to perceive things. I can give you thousands of examples, and I will with time, inshallah. But then I found this book, The Whole Brain Child, from Daniel J. Seeger. It's a wonderful book. It's a wonderful book. It has changed my life. It has taught me how the child's brain works, first of all, and secondly, how it develops. When a child is born, he does have a brain, and we all know that, and he does not have the ability to understand things. So we teach them so that they can learn, and this is common sense. But did you know that there are some parts of the brain that do not develop till they are 15 years old? Yeah, that's the part of the brain that is not in use. It is like a locked door. You cannot teach your child to use that part until that part has not been unlocked. So no matter what you say to them, no matter what you say them, how you say them, if that part is not opened yet, you cannot enter it. So in the example of gaming and social media, if their part has not developed yet to understand some things, it's just they're not going to understand it. No matter how many times you say it, repeat it, and keep repeating it, it will not enter their brains. But you can help your child to access that door. You can help your child to find the key to that door. And how do you do that? By exploring his brain with him. How do you explore the brain? Well, maybe by doing things that they like if they like golfing and you hate it, but you gotta kind of do it because that's maybe how you will try to find the key. Or you can by playing video games with them, or you know your child better, just try exploring things with him. Look, the thing is, if you don't help him develop his brain, maybe in life, maybe through some kind people, or maybe through hardship, your child will maybe find the key to that locked part. Maybe he will not. And we as a parent, we will keep wondering what went wrong with our child. Why is he not connecting with us? Why is there so much distance now? And we will just keep wondering. How do I know that? Because I have my story, which I'm not ready to share on YouTube, but I want you to know that I have my story. Okay, back to the topic. Maybe you as a parent have not found the key of some parts of your own brain, which is okay. But this book will help you find it. And there is an audiobook on YouTube, which I will link below. So you can go and listen to it. I think it's 6 hours long, but it's worth it. Every word in it is worth it. And if you want a book review, I will link some videos below. Those are not my reviews, but know that this book has been life-changing for me. And if it was up to me, I would gift it to all parents all over the world. Now, this book discusses 12 strategies to use with your child. Not to control him or make him listen or make him do what you want him to do. No. Strategies to help him use his brain so that he is capable of using his brain even when you are not around. And in a couple of years, you will not be around. So I will keep it here for now. So if you have watched this video and if you found it useful, please share it with someone and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you want to engage with me more, you can follow me on Instagram. So I will see you there. Assalamu alaikum for now.